Hello, I'm Ross Collette, and I have another one of my photographs hanging on the back here for a backdrop of Jerusalem, because we should pray for the peace of Jerusalem. That's the Wailing Wall right over here, and thousands of people down there praying. Confrontation is coming, undoubtedly. Just like the confrontation there's been a confrontation between God and the devil ever since the world began. In Christianity, it's been Christianity against governments that have been oppressive, much like today. Well, I have found out one thing. I learned this when I was young. You probably did too. If you remember those old wind-up clocks, the alarm clocks, if you wound it one little tick past when it was tight, the spring broke. I lived across the street from a mechanic that built engines for Indianapolis race cars. He loved Offenhausers better than he loved Chevys. But he was working on an Offie one day, and I was over there, and he was revving the engine up and revving it and revving. He said, "See, watch the tachometer. You can go up higher on this one." And he just kept getting louder. Offenhauser engines have a real high whine. And it went up too far, and I said, "You better let off of that." And so he did it again, and the engine blew up. Well, you rev it too tight, and you get a blow up. You don't get the results you want. Some get in arguments repeatedly with their spouse or with a friend. The same argument for years, but one day it goes one step too far. There actually is a straw that if you load the camel up as much as it can carry, and one straw can break the camel's back. There's too many times, you hear about it too many times, you just snap. There's even a program on TV called Snapped, where you get as far as you can get, and then all of a sudden you can't stand. Popeye said it, "It's all I can stands, and I can't stands no more." Well, when that happens, I have to tell you, there comes a day that turns your life around. When are you going to get to that spot where you're just not going to take it anymore? I mean, all the devil's dishing out to you. You get to that spot where it's just one degree, 1 inch too much. And then what you do like Elijah did in 1 Kings 18, where he said, "Look, you get all your prophets together. We're going to have a little contest here. We're going to find out if Baal is God, Baal, or if God is our God." And they did. Whose ever God answers by fire. I'm ready for a God who answers by fire, especially on this day of Pentecost, when all the scenarios, we're being pushed too far. I don't want the spring to break in the wrong direction. I want it to break for God. I saw a sign. They were walking down the street, and the sign said, "The end is near." I came home and I made me another sign, and I put it up, "The beginning is near." When you have an end of one thing, you have a beginning of something else. Ezekiel 12:28, God spoke to me. Here's the words. "No more delay. I will do it now." What do you need God to do for you right now? Love and prayers. I leave you in the sweet graces and the tender mercies of our Lord. Listen, people keep telling me they see me, but they don't click like, they don't click share, they don't click subscribe. If you'll do that, if you'll subscribe, then you'll get a notification that I'm on every day. God bless you. God love you. I am Ross Collette.